Hi everyone. Tomorrow is Mahasivaratri and happy Sivaratri to all of you. You know what? You already you have heard the stories behind this Mahasivaratri. So I'm not going to repeat all those stories. Today I'm going to tell you a very short story which was written by SadGuru, and I got it from his site only. Anyways, I like this story very much, and if it is true one, then this is a wonderful story. So let me share it with all of you. Once there was a man who lived in southern part of Karnataka in a village with his mother, and his mother was quite aged one, and she was old, and she was also very sick. Every time his mother was requesting him, ki, oh son, take me to Kashi. I want to see Lord Shiva and I want to die there. But he never tried to take her, fulfill her desire. But one day he decided that now my mother is already sick and she is old, let me try to fulfill her desire. So thus he carried his mother on his shoulder and started walking down on the road. From southern part of Karnataka to Kashi is a long distance. This is not a joke to reach there by walking. However, he tried. After a while, he felt very tired, and his mother also felt sick, more sick. She was already sick. Now, this man thought himself and prayed, ki, oh Lord, oh Shiva, help me. My mother never requested anything. This is the only thing she requested to fulfill her desire. So help me to fulfill her wish. So thus he wished, he prayed to Lord Shiva, and suddenly he heard the sound of a bullock, a cart, as if a cart was coming behind him. And he turned his face and he saw that a cart was coming. But that was pulled by only one bull. At that time, if a bull was pulling a cart means or single bull, then it was meant for a short distance. But from Karnataka to Kashi is not a short distance. So, however, he had no other option, and by that time he was already very tired and exhausted. He asked that man, to that driver, can you help me? Let me take my mother to Kashi. However, that driver nodded. But one thing, he tried to see the face of that driver, this man, but he couldn't see his face because his face was covered with a cloth. Was already covered. So now he rode the cart with his mother, and the cart started moving. After a while, he noticed one thing. It was moving very smoothly, which was not possible on the forest track. So he looked at the wheels of that cart, and you know what happened? He saw that the wheels are still and it's not moving, but the cart is moving. And then he looked at the bull. He saw that the bull was sitting, but the cart was moving. Then he looked at the driver again, but he couldn't see the face. He tried to see his face, but he couldn't see his face. That time his mother said, ki, oh fool, where are you going to? This is the spot I wanted. We have already reached there. And she told this much, and suddenly the cart, the bull, the driver, and his own mother, everyone was vanished from that spot, all of them. And he couldn't believe his eyes. But then he thought, maybe Lord Shiva came himself to help me. Somehow he came back to his village. Now the villagers, they became surprised. How come so quickly he took his mother and then came back from Kashi? Then they asked, where did you dump your mother? They thought that he had dumped his mother somewhere nearby. So they asked, where did you dump your mother? Then he said that, no, I didn't dump my mother anywhere. Lord Shiva came himself. I didn't go to Kashi. Lord Shiva came himself. When he said this, everybody was surprised and they said, what rubbish. Then he said that, well, if you don't want to believe, then that is up to you. But I do believe within my heart. Thus he said, and to everybody's surprise, that man also disappeared from that spot and only his clothes were on the ground. And after a few years, that man was found in the form of a yogi moving around the Karnataka, but nobody could see his face. This much is the story about that man and his prayer to Lord Shiva. Since tomorrow is Shivaratri, I just said a simple short story about the devotion. Well, as you know, Shivaratri is also celebrated for the marriage ceremony of Lord Mahadev and Mata Parvati. You know, this story also, I think you know this, but still then, Lord Shiva tried his best to divert Mata Parvati's mind from him. So he told her the most ugliest thing possible against Shiva. Shiva himself told. And still then, and even he had sent his messengers. They also tried, but nothing could affect Mata Parvati, and ultimately Mata Parvati told them that she is going to marry Shiva and Shiva only. Nobody can divert her mind from her Lord Shiva. Ultimately, Lord Mahadev became extremely pleased and he married to Mata Parvati. This Mahashivaratri is the day when they got married, and this celebration is done for their marriage only. So this is a marriage party celebration. However, the Kakabhushandi story, as I told you, why he got that, I told that story in English, in Kakabhushandi. So if you want to, if you have not seen that video, once again I will tell you the rest part of that story. Anyways, thank you so much, and I will once again bring another beautiful short story for all of you. Thank you.